How's it going, folks? And welcome back. It's episode number 95 of Part 2 Primera. My face is back, Racing's back, and today we're back for the final time. Today, it's the Champions League final. We're taking on Borussia Dortmund. I'm pretty nervous for this game, if I'm being honest. We're heading over to Athens. I'm not going to try and say the stadium name because I'm going to get it wrong. But we're over in Greece. We're going to have a party. Maybe we'll celebrate it by eating Greek yogurt. Come the end of this game where we have to win. We have to win. Today is my final chance to win a Champions League here with Racing before FM22 comes around. Of course, just as a reminder, we are doing the World Cup with Spain in the coming days. That is the plan after this Champions League final and this kind of end of season wrap up. I will also be doing a video where we holiday into the future and see how Racing do. I hope that you're looking forward to that. It should be a good time. Of course, just a little reminder of previous years. Yeah, I really want to see the Racing name in the column to the left. I mean, to reach 3 Champions League finals in a row is a pretty mean feat. It's a lovely way to end FM22 if we now win it. But as we know with Parts of Prem, if you watched it this year with Forest, it didn't quite go to plan on that occasion, did it? Of course, just as a little reminder, how have we got to this point, you might ask, if we just look here at the knockout stages? Dortmund, they're pretty blooming good. They score a lot of goals. They beat Sporting 6-3, Valencia 5-0, Juventus 3-0, and, they've cruised to the final. By comparison, we've not quite been as convincing, but ourselves, we've been very, very good. A 7-1 win against Arsenal, 4-2 against Man City, 5-2 against Milan. Perhaps not quite as good defensively as Dortmund, but going forward, we're pretty feisty. I feel like this is going to be a game full of plenty of goals. So just to take a quick look at our opposition for today's game in Dortmund, who have they got to look out for? We kind of touched upon this last episode. Their attack is where their strength lies. They've got Moukoko up front alongside Ansu Fati, and then just casually in behind at centre attacking mid. They've got Yusuf Demir. You could make a pretty compelling case here that is the best 3 attacking players in the world in this universe. They're all quite good. Behind them as well, they've got other players like Beinlich here, who is a right midfielder. He's quite scary. They've got Ronaldo Barrow as well, who's a pretty solid centre mid, I think, by all accounts. I think probably underselling him a little bit there. He's bloody brilliant. He's one of those players where the polygon doesn't look nearly as impressive as it does Nidakova at his attributes. I would say that when it comes to the rest of the team, there is a little bit of a drop-off. Silvestre here is one of their kind of centre-back options. Elsewhere, they've got Nikolic, who we actually looked at, I think, last summer to come in as a backup. He's been a regular starter for them. Obviously, Dortmund's strength, as I said, lies with their attack. If we can nullify their attack, which no team has managed to do so far, we have a chance. Equally, as much as it's all about maybe trying to shut down their attack, when I look at our team, it'd be fair to say that our strength lies in our ability to attack and our team. And when it comes to our team, there's some changes. And there's some changes that are kind of forced upon me. And those changes involve the fact that Kapanu is out injured. Yes, an essential piece of the puzzle, you could certainly argue, in our team is Kapanu. He's had knee ligament injuries. He's got a strain in his knee ligament. Obviously, great defensive midfielder. So we have had to change things a little bit. And I ummed and I ahed about what I wanted to do. Initially, I thought, we'll just do a straight swap of Lucas Toussaint into the team. But the more I looked at things, the more I evaluated the season as a whole, the more I decided this is what I wanted to do. So, whilst the defence looks very normal, Sandro Tonali is going to play as the defensive midfielder for us today. Mejbri is then going to drop slightly deeper into centre mid, where he is kind of a natural performer, and play as a box-to-box midfielder. Then ahead of him, Siapina is going to play at shadow striker, which I think is a role that he can play to a very, very good level, to be fair to him. Pedro Porro is then going to go out onto the right-hand side. Of course, Pedro Porro in the league this year, 15 goals, 9 assists. Not played as much in the Champions League. Popped up with a few crucial goals, though. And then we're going to give Julien Farguet the ability to lead the line. He is going to play as the striker for us today. Obviously, a world-class forward, plenty of talent, but undoubtedly a little bit of a gamble to change things, I suppose, when it comes to, the entire configuration of the midfield, with the exception of Jose Ramon, who is going to stick it out on the left-hand side. Now, of course, at the back, we've got Ramadani in goal. To his left at left-back, we've, of course, got Perez. At right-back, we've got Gomez, who I did spend £100 million on. That was quite a lot of money. And, but between those two fullbacks, we've got Gvardiol and Petrozuolo, who, I mean, I rate highly. Do I rate them highly enough to contain the offensive talent Dortmund have? Probably not. So, yeah, I'm looking at our ability going forward to really be the difference maker. I feel like this is going to be a ding-dong battle. It's going to be like two heavyweight boxers getting into the ring. There's not going to be a lot of defence. There's going to be just hammer blow after hammer blow, and we'll see who gets the knockout come the end of it. But all in all, I like the team a lot. This is the best team that we've had for a Champions League final. That there is no denying. Just as a reminder, we won the league. We won the Copa del Rey. We won the Super Copa. This is a chance at the quadruple, which is about as good as it gets here in Spain in terms of what you can achieve. This is either going to be a series that ends on the ultimate high, or it's probably going to be the most depressing ending to any of my series across 8 years of Football Manager content. I would love to win a Champions League final here with Racing. It's more than a dream at this point because we've been so close to it for so many times, but today's the day. Today is the day. We're going to get straight into this. We're going to be playing on extended highlights. I mean, 94 episodes, 8 or 9 seasons now. They've all led to this moment here. And I am kind of scared, right? Get extended highlights on, get the match stats on bars. Oh my word. I can't explain how nervous I am. I don't think, it might sound dumb, right, for me to be going on about how nervous I am, because I'm sure you're sat there thinking, it's just Football Manager, Jack. It's not life or death. Like, if I bottle 3 finals in a row, that would be disastrous, even by my incredible standards. And I feel like I owe it to you, the viewers, the fans of this Racing team, to give you a win at the end of it all, to end things on a high. At least when it comes to the club portion of this save game. Anyway, there is the second highlight of the game, and it's Ansu Fati in behind. Ramadani makes the stop. Of course, Ansu Fati, a regular of our Spain team. We will hope in the coming episodes that he can put in a whole host of good performances, although today, quite content for him to be below average. That would be absolutely fine with me. Pedro Porro has taken a knock and wants to come off. It's not great. It's not great. So, options that we have. Now, the staff want me to bring in Julien Combe, who I could bring in, but he hates big matches. So the alternative is to bring in Conceição, who has been very good this year, but he's left only footedness. So putting him out on the right-hand side would be a little bit of a gamble. I think I'm going to leave Pedro Porro out for now, and we'll hope that he's going to be fine, hope that he can shrug it off, because I think when he's fit and when he's on the pitch, Pedro Porro can be a little bit of a game changer for us. Anyway, 26 minutes gone here. Just realised that the goalkeeper in goal for Dortmund is Domingos. Now, you might remember Domingos. He was a player playing in Spain, a really good goalkeeping prospect, who we looked at years ago now, and we just couldn't afford him. I feel like he had a unique nationality that I can't remember. Of course, we've now got Ramadani. We don't need Domingos anymore, but he's pretty good in goal. He's pretty good. It's gone full circle. Just recurring characters are reappearing in the grand finale here. Anyway, we've been doing a lot of defending so far. I'd be quite keen to see our highlight go in our favour sooner rather than later. So far, Ramadani has been doing quite a lot defensively, it would be fair to say. As well, they're going to knock it around the back here. What is this highlight? Extended highlights produces some weird stuff. Is this leading somewhere? I feel like it has to be. Mokoko's through again. Oh my word. Ramadani is making save after save after save, and I don't really like it. And Tonali's on a booking. This is not the first opening half an hour I wanted to this game. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I planned. I'm going to change Tonali to a deep line playmaker and just push him slightly higher up, I think. But I'm going to go with a flat back four here. I'm also thinking of dropping a little deeper. And the reason that I'm thinking that is because I kind of want them to overcommit men forward. I've noticed they're knocking the ball forward to Moukoko, who's very quick on the regular. think by just dropping our line just a little bit, reducing the amount we press, we're going to leave a little less space behind us, but equally, maybe we can bait Dortmund into coming on the attack, which is how they look like they want to play. And by just, allowing them a little bit more space in the kind of final third, that's going to leave us space to spring into as Moukoko gets in behind yet again. I mean, it's concerning, isn't it? I'm sat here thinking, what do I want to change? What do I want to change? And I'm thinking that we try and force the opponents outside. We try and close up the channels a little bit. A lot of through balls are coming between the full-backs and the centre-backs. Just by a vacuum packing in the midfield and the defence just a little bit, trying to force them out wide, hoping that might help us a little. Although I say all of this, they're now finding space in the wide area as Barrow smashes over. To be fair, Mokoko's not incredible in the air, so by forcing them out wide, if they are going to try and whip the ball into the box, it's maybe going to leave us, a favourable battle rather than trying to outdo Mokoko's pace. What I would say is, we've made it in at the break at 0-0. This has been our worst performance in any of these Champions League finals. I don't think there's any denying that. We have not been good enough here. Like, it really, really, really has been subpar. I mean, I am concerned about the way in which they're switching the play here. I mean, I feel like playing more compact is the way to go. I'm just so paranoid of this space that they have when they do bring the ball forward. This is a bit counterintuitive, but Football Manager is a counterintuitive game. I'm going to tell the wing-backs basically to focus the play out wide, but also to man-mark their wingers. Their wingers are kind of finding a lot of space. The overlap is always going to be a bit of a problem, but I'm kind of okay with their wing-backs overlapping because they're not that good going forward. And that can give us a little bit of space to get into. I am concerned, though. In case that isn't obvious, I am not very happy with how this is going, and I think after this highlight, I might make my first personnel change, and I'm going to have to, because Alejandros Pelavinis, that doesn't sound right, does it? It sounds very Greek. It's not. He's got home field advantage, potentially. It's not fair. He's just scored an absolute banger. He's just scored an absolute banger. I mean, Right. I'm thinking. I'm gonna do something because I think I have to do something radically different here. This might be ridiculous. It could be genius. It could be ridiculous. Jose Ramon is going to come in and play alongside Hannibal. Hannibal, I'm going to have play just as a centre mid on support. I'm going to move Siapina and Farguez both up top alongside each other. And then I'm going to bring in Conceição on the left wing. You know what? This doesn't seem that dumb in my head. This doesn't seem that dumb. I'm actually going to move Farguez out wide. And then I'm going to bring in Baraktar down the middle. Gökdeniz, of course, scored in our last Champions League final. Wasn't enough as we lost on penalties. Also, Conceição, winger. We'll change both wingers to wingers on support here and the wing-backs to be on support. I want us to play narrow, but also look for the overlap. Out of possession, I think we've got to press. I think we've got to press and try and rush them a little bit. Just be a lot more aggressive. I think we've got to radically change things, which is why I'm going with the double change of the shift in personnel. I feel like this system, like a 4-4-2, with wingers higher up the pitch, is something that I've used a lot this year. It's a reasonable success. I've never felt like in a situation quite like this with Racing in recent memories when we've played a game and we've just not been good enough. But maybe a chance here. Gökdeniz, Conceição on off the bench. First highlight of the game. Immediately. We're doing something that we weren't doing before, which I think we have to look at as a silver lining. For all my umming and ahhing and thinking, I'm hoping that this is going to work out, but it's undoubtedly a gamble. I don't love my centre mid setup here with Jose Ramon, to the point where I'm now wondering about playing him as a deep line playmaker. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I feel like an advanced playmaker is a bit too attacking. Anyway, we've got Conceição's deliveries now, which are very good generally. And on off the bench he comes to get an assist from a corner for Guardiola. That's a familiar sight. That is a sight we've seen many a time over the years. We have been absolutely awful in this game. Conceição has come on off the bench. Domingos, bit questionable, the goalkeeping. We're not going to complain. It's a radical shift in plan. Let's just hope this works out for us, I suppose. Let's just hope this works. Ansu Fati on the near side, bringing it forward. Whipped in, Jose Ramon, Farge. Now we look to spring the counter-attack. What can he do here? Bringing it down this right-hand side. Does have options inside. Is he going to be able to pick anyone out? He doesn't initially, but he still has possession here. He now puts in, it's cleared away, but only as far as Jose Ramon. And that was a rather ambitious effort from range, which has not gone goalwards. I'm back on the tactics screen here, just thinking, is there anything I want to change? You know what? Since I've gone to a deep line playmaker, I'm going to move Hannibal to box. That is what I'm going to do. Siapina, free kick, hits it straight into the wall. That's not the free kick we need in a Champions League final. But we do still have the play here. Or did, past tense. We've now lost it. And, the highlight fizzles out into nothing. But suddenly in this second half, I feel like the pendulum has swung a little bit. The meter is leaning in our favour a little bit. I'm imagining a dial of momentum. I say all of that. They're now on the attack. This is quite scary. They've got options in the middle. Guardiola makes a great initial tackle, but it's still going to be whipped in. Gomez manages to head it away, but the danger not really dealt with just yet as Moukoko lays it off to Yusuf Demir. His effort's blocked. Now with Menino. Barrow, Moukoko, back to goal, turned, blocked again. Heroic defending. Could we spring a counter-attack here? They've got a lot of men up the pitch. Conceição, 1 assist already to his name. Looked superb today. On that occasion, the ball into the box. Tad disappointing, but, I mean, there's another corner. Conceição whips in. Petrosvolo. It falls to Julien. He's put it in the back of the net. I know it. You know it. He doesn't know it yet. It's offside. Oh, how close was this? How close was this? I need to see the highlights. I need to see the replay. I mean, okay, he's doubly offside because he's behind the goalkeeper there. Wait, was that going in before he blocked it? I think that was going in before he blocked it. I could be wrong, but from what I've just seen there, I think it would have been a goal had it not just, if he just ducked. Oh, imagine if we lose because of that. Oh my gosh, that missed header is disastrous. Moukoko. Ramadani's on a 7.1. Ramadani is the unsung hero of this Racing team. He has been absolutely top draw here. Conceição's deliveries have been top notch as well. And, he put that one on Siapina's forehead. Unfortunately, the header goes just wide. There weren't that many highlights in the first half. We're only 68 minutes in. This second half has had everything. As now they have a chance that goes just over the crossbar from a set piece. It's crazy. The balance of this game is on a knife's edge right now as we have a corner to deal with. Menino whips it in, back post, missed header. Petrosvolo gets it away on this occasion. Gertines turns his man. Oh, surely not. There's a big breakaway here if we can make something of it. But, we're not going to make something of it. That was questionable at best in terms of attacking movement. I mean, Dortmund still have the ball here. Just end the highlight, Football Manager. The stress is getting to me. The pressure's getting to me. Fati, Moukoko, he's got the ball still. It's saved. It's cleared away. What is happening? Set piece. Conceição is a little set piece demon, isn't he? Whips in this occasion. They clear it. Yusuf Demir bringing it forward. What was that? Did anyone see our 3 players at the back all charge forward there? What was that? Demir, Ramadani, you are an absolute babe, sunshine. Is FHM still a thing? Get him on the front cover of it in a swimsuit. What a star. I don't even know what that means. Right, 77 minutes gone. My players are very tired. Jose Ramon has not had a good game today. I'm going to bring him on, and I'm going to bring in Julien, who I've really not played very much this year. But I think now is his time to shine. You can see here, he is a top-quality little deep-line playmaker. This is your moment. He's the cousin of Julien Farge, by the way, of a Julien. the slightly less cool Julien. They've switched up their system. They've now gone to a 4-3-1-2. I don't like that. I do not like Yusuf Demir, shadow striker. I wish I had a defensive mid. I wish I had someone who could play defensive mid right now. I'll level with you. But I do have an alter. This might be dumb. Look, they're playing really, really narrow up front, right? So why not just play free at the back? Just tuck in Gomez. I mean, Gomez is as good a centre-back as you're going to see. He's probably better than our other two centre-backs, to be fair. Put him in the middle. Play with a back three. Perez can have a bit of a free roll. This might be dumb. This might be one of the worst decisions I ever make, but I feel like I've got to do something. I feel like not having a defensive midfielder here does cause issues. And I think the best way to counter a shadow striker and two strikers without a defensive mid is to play a free at the back and just try and cram out the middle, especially because they've not really got anyone on the overlap anymore because of how they're lining up. I feel like just vacuum packing the midfield, or not the midfield, the defence in the middle, just tightening up is probably the way to go. Yusuf Demir, Aquino has just scored a banger off the underside of the crossbar. What was that? I have not seen a goal like that scored very often in FM21. They've scored two absolute bangers from long shots. I mean, did it cross the line? It did, didn't it? I can try and claim it didn't. Pause the game. Jack, you've got 4.5 minutes of FM21 club football action to get a goal here, mate. What are you doing? Oh my God. Imagine... I don't want to imagine it, but we are now in a situation where I have to envisage a possibility where we lose a third Champions League in a row. I've just got to throw men forward, haven't I? There is no point in being cautious here at all. There is absolutely no point in being cautious. Over the top of the defence, kick it long. Oh my God. Is this really happening? Is this really happening right now here? I feel like FM21 for me has been a game of misery. Send the goalkeeper forward. Send the centre mids forward. I've got to throw men forward at this point. There is not much point in playing defensive here, is there? Attacking free kicks. I mean, what am I doing? There's 4 minutes left. We've got to do absolutely everything we can, right? I mean, if Ramadani scores, it would go down in the history books. That's all I can really think to myself here as I throw him forward for every set piece. I mean, I'm making all these changes. It's probably just going to result in absolutely nothing happening to end this game. You know what, Gomez, you're not a wing-back, but you are a wing-back today. It's like Star in Their Eyes. Is it Star in Their Eyes, the TV show where people like do tribute acts? Today, you are a right wing-back. I can't believe what's happening. We need a goal. We've got 4.5 minutes for a goal. There's a minute and a half left as a highlight. Unfortunately, it's not the way that we want to see our highlight going. As Ansu Fati, I mean, what have we seen in this final? You've seen 3 of the best long shots you're going to see all year in one game against me. I mean, they've had one-on-ones and Ramadani's been superb. I genuinely don't... I mean, it's insane. I don't know what to... What do you say? Is there a penalty? I mean, it's not going to make a difference, is it? Even if it's given, it's not going to make a difference. I think it was outside the area. I feel like Football Manager's just trying to delay my suffering. Make me watch more of the match, Football Manager. Do it to me. You know what? If we're going to see a final highlight here, I want Ramadani taking it. Make Ramadani take every free kick that we have. He's having the last kick of the last highlight. I've decided. I can't give us any other kind of fairy tale ending. So why not give us the fairy tale ending where Ramadani gets to kick the ball in the final highlight? I feel like he deserves that for all he's done. He better now actually take the free kick, otherwise I've done that all for absolutely no reason. Ramadani, he's not even taking it. Is he forward? He's not even forward. I mean, that is parked to Primera. I mean, we made it to the Primera, at least. I can't believe it. This has been the year of the bottle, hasn't it? This has been the year of the bottle. There's been previous years in Football Manager where it's just felt like success just came. Like we'd get to finals and we'd just win finals. I mean, the only silver lining I can find to all of this is that there literally isn't a silver lining, is there? I was trying to pluck it out of thin air. There is no silver lining. I've lost 3 Champions League finals in a row to end this year's game. I mean, we've got the World Cup coming up at least. I just feel sad. Does anyone else just feel sad? Is that just me? Like, I don't even know what to say. I feel so dejected. I mean, you can't accuse me of save scumming. I guess I got that going for me. I mean, what are the odds on me losing all 3 of these finals? I just feel sad. I mean, there's the season review bit in a moment. I'm not going to spend long going over it because look, we've won a treble, we've won the Liga 3 times in a row, we've won the Copa del Rey 3 times in a row. I spent 300 million on players this year. They did quite well, to be fair. Obviously, we sold Avramidis. He was pretty poor for Bayern. It doesn't bloody matter. None of this matters. Winners, great. Run a bloody up in the Champions. I don't know what, like, how? How can I be this bad? I mean, the average ratings are good, aren't they, in the lineup for the year, to be fair, but that's not saying a great deal. I mean, Hannibal got 28 assists this year. I mean, look at that as a silver lining. I got Manager of the Year in Spain. I've won it 4 out of the last 6 years. I'm bloody brilliant. It's not me. It's the players. I got Manager of the Year. Oh my God. I don't believe it. I genuinely don't believe it. There's no plans for next year. I'm not here next year. We're going to win. Just let me leave the meetings. I just feel sad. None of this matters. No, I'm not going to be here. You can go to the USA. I mean, there's the Dream 11 for the competition. We had 5 players in it. That's good, isn't it? Means absolutely nothing. Domingos, by the way, that's Ramadani, Jack. You flipped on Domingos. You might remember he's the Angolan goalkeeper. I think we looked at him when he was at Toulouse. I mean, he's won goalkeeper of the tournament, so he's quite good. Gvardiol won best defender. Demir won best midfielder. Makoko came runner-up in full. I don't know what to say. I just feel sad. And I feel like I've said that 50 times. I'm actually gobsmacked. I mean, I know there's some people going to be sat thinking, just do it one more year. I don't have time. FM22's around the corner. This is going to be the series of the bottle. This is going to be the series that people look back on and go, remember when he lost 3 Champions League finals in a row? Yeah, I do remember it. This feeling feels horrible. As I said, we have got the World Cup coming up with Spain. So that is the thing that we've got to look forward to. It starts in 11 days, everyone. Like next episode, we're taking on Nigeria and Ecuador. Oh my God. I mean, I need to get over this, but I think I'm going to struggle. Genuinely. I'm very rarely lost words. I don't know what to tell you today. Right, I'm just, you know what, this is a rubbish video now at the end, because I don't know what to say. We're going to end things here. I will be doing a season recap after the World Cup, where we look at the Racing Best 11 and that kind of stuff. If there's anything specific to that video that you'd like me to show, please do let me know, specifically about Racing. General save stuff I'm more than happy to talk about, and share over on the Discord server, which is linked down in the description. I just feel sad. It can't get much worse than this. We've got a World Cup to bottle upcoming. I hope you're ready for that. Racing, you've been wonderful. I can't help but feel like I've let you down a little bit. And I'm sorry.